What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is David Cantero with InspiredDigital.com, where I drop weekly videos on social media marketing, affiliate marketing, and making money online. So if you're new to the channel, smash the bell, smash the subscribe button, and comment below. Let me know where you guys are coming from, and let me know how I can bring value to what you got going on. A lot of people reach out to me, you guys, and ask me, how do I close so many deals all through the DM? Like, how am I bringing aboard so many social media clients all through the DM? And I wanted to kind of just give you, like, I can't explain everything right now, but what I can do is show you a huge simple free tool that I've been using this entire time to present, to schedule my appointments, and to close. I've been doing it all through this one app, which is what we call Zoom. This right here, you guys, if you're not familiar with Zoom, you're going to want to go to zoom.us and set up a free account. This is how I present. I use Zoom to screen share and visually show my prospect, my potential client, exactly what I'm doing for them. So unlike the old school, because I come from the old school, I come from the telephone. I come from closing deals over the phone. To tell you the truth, I never really was a face-to-face salesperson. I never did good at selling face to face. I remember, man, to tell you the truth, I think the only face to face job I ever had where I actually had to sell somebody was a gym. Shout out to LA Fitness. LA Fitness is a popular gym franchise here in California, here in San Diego. Um, and I remember taking a job with them. I was going through my deepest times, man. Literally to this day, my darkest days, man. It was after I had already made seven figures and I had lost everything. Built a company, started a software company, not online. It was an offline brick and mortar, had a huge office, had 50 employees. I was the founder. I was the CEO. I was writing payroll. I was providing health benefits and freaking all kinds of benefits for my employees, not contractors. These were not people I hired off of Fiverr. These were my employees that actually sat in my office and reported every single day to me. Like, I went on a run, a good 4-year run with that company, building up a software company. And it wasn't until the end when I was losing my ass. I was foreclosing on a house. I was going through a divorce. I was losing um, cars. I was just losing my ass, and I ended up finding myself getting a job at LA Fitness. I'll never forget it, man. Made literally pennies, but went through some of the best sales training that I've ever gone to till this day. But long story short, man, it was in that one time period, which was about a year, when I did face-to-face sales. I was closing people on memberships, and I sucked at it. I hated it. Like, I hated face-to-face sales because prior to that, this was like in 2009. Prior to that, literally the last previous 10 years from 2009, so 1999, I was all closing deals on the phone, man. I was a phone guy. And so even fast forward after 2009 into 2010, I go into the mortgage industry, and I become a lender, I become a mortgage banker, and now I'm refinancing homes and getting people qualified to purchase a home. Ran that from 2010 to 2016 on the phone. Every single one of my clients closing $100,000 deals. People were buying homes, um, all on the phone, man. I never met one client. I never sat down with a client. I never shook the hand of a client. I was literally closing deals over the phone, man. And so after that run from 2010 to 2016, it was in 2016 when I started my agency. And so that was kind of the shift on strategy and method and how I was going to actually approach this market. I knew I wasn't going to do it through telemarketing. I knew I wasn't going to do it through door to door or just referrals. I knew that I had to leverage social media. I knew that all I had, man, I'm telling you, this is freaking honest to God truth. This was in the very beginning of me building my social media agency, 2016. I had just gotten a new office, a little small office. If you look at a bunch of my videos, that's the office that I'm shooting my videos from. Had that little office, we'll still have it, but got that little office in 2016 and didn't want to leave it. I didn't want to go door to door to the local businesses. And again, I didn't want to telemarket. So I literally went onto social media, went onto Facebook and started requesting a ton of people, business owners that I can really bring value to. Marketing services, social media marketing services. I was learning Facebook ads at that time. So I started looking for prospects on social media and I would direct message them to pique the interest and schedule the appointment. One thing that I did not do, not even one time, and it's still my bread and butter, it's still my one strategy to this day. We're now in 2019. I would direct message them to find the interest, right? To find the interest. Once I knew that interest was there, I would go for the appointment. So to this day, my prospecting, the way it works through the DM, I message them, I say hello, I compliment them, I break the ice, I let them know who I am and what I do. But it's not a pitch. It's nowhere near a pitch in the DM. It's just a break the ice. Hey, this is what I do. I specialize in social media marketing and Facebook advertising. I'd love to, know what kind of clients you're looking for. Maybe I can help you maybe I can help bring you some more. It's one of those friendly type of hello, thanks for accepting my friend request type of messages. And then once I get a reply, I'll see if the interest is there. And then maybe I'll carry it on to a couple more messages, but that's about it. Right away, I'm going straight for the appointment. So what I really started and what I really just started doing in 2016 is rather than asking for their phone number, because these are people on social media that don't know us. They don't know me, right? I don't know them. So I'm not going to ask for their phone number. They'll probably freak out, right? Now, some of you guys ask for a phone number and it's no big deal. But I truly believe it's kind of crazy. Like, I don't even know you. You're asking for my phone number. You know what I mean? So I knew that, and this is all based on my experience, based on sales, I had already, again, this was 2016. I jumped into sales in 1999. So I'm already 17 years in this game, right? At that point, I'm thinking I'm a veteran. So I know the method and I know the strategy and I knew exactly how I had to approach it. We're now in a social media world. These people don't know me yet. I'm asking for an appointment. And so what I did not do, and what I knew I did not want to do, was ask for the phone number, was bluntly ask for the phone number. Because that's what you would typically do, right? You would typically ask for the phone number. Okay, great. What time can I call you tomorrow? Okay, what's the best number to reach you? Okay, I'll shoot you a text. Like, a lot of you guys are doing that, and a lot of you are successful. But I just knew, even if I was successful at that, which I could easily ask for a phone number, I could easily do that, no big deal. But what I knew was that my close rate would be much, much higher if I can visually show them what I'm doing. And that right there, you guys, was the game changer for me. If I was asking for your phone number all day to schedule an appointment and I call you tomorrow, my words are only going to tell you so much. Like, you have to imagine what the hell I'm talking about, right? Okay, look at your Facebook page, look at your Instagram, look at your Facebook ad. Like, I would have to have you imagine this shit if I'm just verbally telling you over a phone call, right? So I already knew that coming into the game. I already knew that that wasn't gonna be my strategy. So I had to find a software that was going to allow me to screen share, and it was Zoom. So I knew I didn't want to spend a lot of money on it, and I knew there were free ones out there, and it was Zoom. And so since 2016, you guys, every single one of my presentations, every single one of my clients have came from screen share using Zoom. So shout out to Zoom. God bless Zoom. I freaking love Zoom. Zoom has made me a lot of money since 2016, bottom line. So this right here, you guys, is where you want to start. You can set up your free account. Go to zoom.us. And then once you're in the account, here's what I'm going to show you next. Let's log into my account real quick. Now in here, as you log in, all I really do, there's so many different settings, so you can play around with the settings and walk, walk through that, but I really don't. I add an image and then I get my link. That's all I need. That's all I need. I grab my link, and it's that link. Here's how I schedule the appointment. So now I'm going into some real details with you guys. Here's my exact message, man. My exact message, okay? Once the interest is peaked and they reply back and they say, man, David, I could really use some help with social media, or I could definitely use some advice, or they'll reply back and say, hey man, I ran some Facebook ads, but for some reason, it didn't work out for me. Anything like that where I know I can reply back and say, hey man, let me help you. That reply message is this right here. Quote, let me know if you have a few minutes tomorrow and we can schedule a quick call. I can share my screen and visually show you and walk you through the entire process. Write that down, you guys. That is my message. Once they reply back, they'll say, yeah, great, David, I can be available tomorrow at 9 a.m. Here's my phone number. Sometimes they'll just straight out give me the number, which I don't even use. I don't even care. I'll reply back and I'll say, no phone call needed. Send me your email and best time tomorrow. I'll add us to the calendar and email you a confirmation. Okay. So here's what I do, you guys. I grab their email and best time tomorrow. Okay. Now, if you've caught me in any of these videos, man, you know that I'm a diehard Kartra fan. The link is in the description, profitwithkartra.online. There's a 14-day trial. Compare it to your bullshit Calendly that you're using, or compare it to whatever other software program you're using for your calendar. It doesn't even compare, man. But here is my Kartra calendar. So my Kartra calendar is right here. And here's what I do, okay? I get their email. I get the best time for them to chat tomorrow. It all happens through the DM. And then I come to the calendar and schedule that appointment. I don't just send them a link. Oh, here's my calendar link. Pick your best time. Hell no, because they'll never go to my damn calendar. They'll forget. They'll freaking, kids are calling them, husband got dinner ready at the table, come eat. Like, so many things happen where that person won't go to the calendar and schedule it. Now some of them will, but most of them won't. So I take the initiative and I do that part for them. Just send me your email and best time to chat tomorrow. Now this link I have on my website, I have it in emails. So yeah, if I'm ever just sending out an email, I'll put a link to the calendar and people can just on their own time schedule a call with me whenever the hell they want. But if I'm going for the appointment, if I'm in my zone and I'm prospecting and I'm sending out messages for the morning and I'm going to set appointments for the next day, I always set the appointment the next day. Keep that in mind too. That's a little golden nugget. Now, some of you guys are super desperate where if someone replies back, hey man, yeah, I'd love to chat. Okay, great. Are you available in 10 minutes? No, dude, like I don't do that because I'm giving off a perception like I'm busy, which I freaking am. I'll keep it real. I'm busy as shit. But I also want to give off that perception as well. These people need to know, nah, man, to tell you the truth, I'd love to jump on with you right now, but I got so many calls today. I'm booked. Let me know your best time tomorrow. Send me your email and your best time tomorrow. I'll add us to the calendar and email you a confirmation. And so that's how it goes down in the DM for me, man. I don't need their phone number. I don't need to give them my phone number. I let them know, hey, man, it's not a phone call. I use Zoom so I can visually show you what I can help you with. Okay, bottom line. So here's what I end up doing. I got my Zoom calendar link. I got it bookmarked, right? So I can always pull it up at all times. And then I'll come to the calendar. And let's say, for example, we book a call for next Wednesday. And here's another thing, guys. Here's another thing. In my calendar settings, you can choose your hours, right? You can choose your hours. You can block out days and hours, and you can also choose the timeline as far as what time and what days you're allowing them to book in the future. So for example, if you're coming across my calendar and it happens to be October, what's today? Today is October 25th, okay? The reason why these are blocked out, okay? The reason why these are blocked out is because of my settings. I don't allow anything past a week. So that way, if someone goes to my calendar and it's October 25th, but they want to book an appointment because they think they're going to be free November 10th, it's like, dude, just come back to my calendar. Like, don't book it now. Like, because chances are you're going to forget. Now, it's going to be on my calendar. I'm the one that's looking for your business. So I'm going to take that shit seriously. I'm going to make sure I'm there for the appointment. But chances are, because it's probably not that urgent for you, Mr. Prospect, even though you do need it and you are interested, I get it. But shit happens and you're going to forget. You're going to forget. So I always 9.9 out of 10 times, I'm always going for the next day appointment. So, and again, in the calendar, it's only going to show you a few days ahead in advance. So it's going to give you the option to only book a few days in advance. And that's what I do within the settings. And you can do that in any calendar settings, right? But you can't do that with Gmail. I know that, but Calendly, you could probably do it with Calendly. But that's just a little golden nugget that I do. Because again, man, I want the urgency. I want that person that's ready. I want them to still remember me. You know what I mean? Because they're busy. I'm busy. And so what I'm always doing, man, 100%, 99.99999% of the time, I am always shooting for the next day appointment. And if that person cannot make the next day, let's say, for example, today's Friday, right? And I'm shooting for Saturday. I'm shooting for the next day. Okay, great. Send me your email and best time tomorrow. I'll add us to the calendar and email you a confirmation. Now, if they say, well, David, I'm not available Saturday, but we can do next Wednesday, I'll say, okay, great. I'll message you next week and we'll go from there. And then I'll just make a note to message them, like on, if they're saying Wednesday, I'll message them on Tuesday. And then here's how I keep track of it. Let's say I'm messaging them on LinkedIn, or I'm messaging them on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. Let's say, for example, that happens. Well, David, I'm not available till next Wednesday. I reply back and I'll say, okay, great. I'll message you Tuesday just to follow up. I'll message you on Tuesday to confirm. They're going to reply back and they're going to say, okay, great. Sounds good. I'll talk to you then. I don't open that message. I leave that message idling, right? I don't open the message. That way I can remember to go back and reply to it on Tuesday. Now you gotta be mentally, prepared, or you can make a note of it. Obviously, you can make a note of it. You can even schedule it on your calendar to follow up. On a different calendar, maybe your Gmail. Put a notification. Say, hey man, follow up with Stacy on Tuesday to schedule Wednesday's appointment. You guys are good. You guys can work that out. But make a note of it. But my personal strategy is I just don't open up that message, and then because every day I'm going through my messages. Every day I'm going through my DMs. So I'm going to know which one's not open. I'm going to know where we left off. I'm going to know to message that person on Tuesday. That's just a mental, strength that I have. I'll remember, you know what I mean? But for those of you, just make note of it or whatever, and make sure you follow up. But just make sure that you give that person the ability to not schedule anything too out, right? Too as far as schedule, as far as way out there next month. You don't want to do that. So here's what I do. So let's say, for example, boom, we're going for Wednesday of next week. And again, I don't even go that far. So we're at the 25th, man. We're at the 25th. The way I have these settings is I have it set to the 30th. But again, no one really sees this unless they're getting an email from me, unless they're freaking getting some kind of email from me. But other than that, I'm the one going to the calendar. I'm the one scheduling, so it doesn't even matter. Let's say, for example, today's Friday. Let's say we're scheduling something for Monday, okay? So I'll get that, hit the green button, and this is a Kartra calendar. I run everything through Kartra. So let's do this. Let's send an email to myself. So here's what happens. Okay, so here's the email. So I get an email. Look, let me open up this other email so you guys can see it. I get an email that someone booked, I get an email that someone booked. Give me a quick second, guys. Okay, so I get an email that someone booked an appointment, but then the prospect or whoever I'm going to be talking to, they get an email too. So I'm going to show you what both of them look like. So this one right here, Christian Love, this is a prospect. This is someone this is someone booking an appointment. Here's how it looks. So they hit submit, and then my link, and then it goes to a thank you page, right? Look, it goes to a thank you page. Now here's another golden nugget. Here's another golden nugget. Now, because I don't have it set up on this, but this right here, this page is where your Facebook pixel. In fact, you know what, man? I'm going to actually do that with you guys right now. Let's set up this Facebook pixel. You guys are getting some good shit out of this call, man, because here's what I'm going to do. I noticed that there's not a Facebook pixel on this page. When people schedule, I need to know they scheduled. Now here's another thing. In my defense, here's the reason why I didn't add it on there. Here's the reason why. Because I'm the one booking the appointment. But if anyone random, they're receiving an email, they're on my email list, they end up booking an appointment with me. And here's another thing to my defense. This is a calendar that I don't even really have open. This is not my social media agency calendar. This is another random calendar that I hardly even use. But when people are getting on a Kartra with me, so the link is in the description, you take a 14-day trial, profitwithkartra.online, set up a strategy call, and I'll help you, with the whole entire damn thing, setting it all up. I'm going to schedule you an appointment. You're going to schedule an appointment on this calendar. So here's what's super, super important. Here's what's super important. And I'll be using this calendar a lot more. So here's what I need to do. And I'm glad I caught it. This Facebook pixel helper is telling me that there's no Facebook on this page. There's no pixel on this page. And that's a problem. So what I need to do is I need to add a Facebook pixel to this page. Okay? Because I want to be able to track who is going to that page. And also what I'm going to do it under this one over here. So let's do it under this one. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to log into our ads manager. We're going to make sure that we're in the right one. We're going to click on pixels. Now, if we don't see it there, click on all tools and you'll see it over here. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to add a pixel to the thank you page. That's going to tell Facebook that a person registered. Okay. Scheduled a call. Let's put it that way. Scheduled a call. And that's super important when you go and start running Facebook ads. So again, to my defense, I haven't been running Facebook ads for that specific business side of my business just yet, but I will be. And I need to make sure that whoever's landing on this page see future ads or don't see future ads. If I'm going for appointments and people already scheduled an appointment, I can exclude them from any of my Facebook ads because I already know that they've already became a client or they've already scheduled an appointment, for example. So here's what we're going to do. Let's add our Facebook pixel. We clicked on pixels. We're under the right ads manager, add account. We're going to click on Inspired Digital. And we're going to set up the pixel. Okay, so we're going to hit setup. We're going to hit install. And we're going to manually add pixel code. Okay, and here's what we're going to do. It's right there. So we're going to grab that piece of code. Okay, and then I'm going to simply add it to that page. And this is going to tell me all through my Facebook dashboard who actually scheduled calls with me, which is super powerful. So let's go to pages. This is just my book sell, little random book sell. Let's go to Inspired Digital. This is the different categories. So we'll go to Inspired Digital, and it's this thank you page right here. I want to edit, and I want to open up this page so I can add my Facebook pixel. Okay. So here's what we do. We open up the page builder, and then in the top left, we are going to click on settings right here in the top left. Okay. So this is the page that we landed on. This is a thank you for scheduling. Okay. Simple page, all my social media icons down here at the bottom. Simple, simple, simple. Now let's go. So look, right now, this Facebook Pixel Helper, this tracks every single web page, everywhere. It doesn't have to be your own. It could be any web page that you're online with. This Facebook Pixel Helper will let you know that person's tracking you through a Facebook Pixel, or if they're not. It's so funny when people send me their landing pages or their websites or clients that I'm speaking to, they're so fired up about this website that they just spent $3,000 on freaking designing. Someone did it for them. And then I go to their website and there's no freaking Facebook Pixel. I'm like, what the hell? Like, you're not tracking anyone that's landing here. How in the hell do you know to run a Facebook ad to them or not? So this Facebook Pixel Helper, there's no pixel on this page currently. Now let's see what happens. We grab the code, and then now we're going to add it. We're going to click on settings, SEO parameters, and we're going to it's tracking code, and then it's down here, embed Facebook ads tracking code. All we're going to do is Control V, hit enter a couple of times, because what we're going to add is we're going to hit continue over here on Facebook, and then we're going to go into manually add event code. This is going to allow us, or this is going to allow Facebook to track under a specific category. Now, all of you guys are in different categories, so just pick your category. Doesn't really matter. The category just gives you different event names, different descriptions that you can choose for based on your business, based on your type of business. So what I normally go with is I go with professional services, and I'm going to grab a little piece of code under schedule. Bam, right there. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to copy that code, and I'm going to add it to my tracker code page. So right here, I'm going to paste it. Bam. I'm going to click apply. I'm going to come over here, save progress. And then I'm going to publish live. Okay, now we're in business. Let's get out of this page. We'll return a dashboard. Now let's come back to our page. Let's refresh it. And once I refresh it, you guys, this shaded gray Facebook Pixel Helper. And by the way you get this is go to Google and type in Facebook Pixel Helper. It's a free plugin. So it's going to sit up here, and all it's going to do is just allow you to track, not even really track, but allow you to know who the hell's tracking you with a Facebook Pixel. And that's how, and that's why whenever you guys are surfing on Amazon, or whenever you're just on some random website and then you close it out and all of a sudden you see an ad from them on Facebook, or you see an ad from them on Instagram, it's because they're tracking you with a Facebook Pixel. They know you landed on their website. They know you were browsing their website, all because of this Facebook Pixel Helper. So it's a free plugin. Install it. It'll sit up here at the top. Right now it's shaded gray because there's no pixel on this page. And then also on my page, it's currently shaded gray. But once I hit refresh, let's see what happens. Now it is shaded blue, and now it's a green number 3. When I click on it, it's going to tell me, and this is not just telling me from my page. Again, when you're on anyone's website, it'll tell you what kind of pixel they're tracking you with. So I click on it, and then boom, page view and a schedule. So now what I can do when I go and run Facebook ads, I can exclude the people who landed on this page, or I can include and only target people who landed on this page. Super powerful, you guys. This is how you segment your Facebook ads. This is how you know who to show your ads to and who not to show your ads to. If you're selling something and I go to your checkout page and I buy it, and then I go to a thank you for ordering page, which is your thank you page, there better be a Facebook pixel on that thank you page, which you could be tracking under, let's say, for example, under, let's just call it purchase. There's your Facebook purchase event. So if I was selling something, right? They bought it, and then boom, they go to this thank you page. Thank you for purchasing our freaking necklace. This page, instead of saying schedule, it would say purchase. So now when I go run my next Facebook ad, because I'm not going to stop, right? I'm going to keep running ads. Now I'm going to be able to exclude all the people who have already purchased, because they don't need to keep seeing my ads. They're already customers, right? So this is how you get really ninja with it, you guys, and really segment your ads and lower your ad cost, because you're not showing the same ads to the same customers that already bought your shit or already scheduled appointments with you, right? You don't want to do that. So the Facebook pixel is going to allow you to do that. So I just added the scheduled, and now we're good to go. We click done, and now there is a Facebook pixel on this page tracking everyone who scheduled a call with me. Okay, so this is how I do it, you guys. Now here's what happened. The prospect, Christian, she just got an email. Strategy call confirmed. This is the email that is automatically sent all through Kartra. Again, some of you guys are using MailChimp. Some of you guys are using some other random email provider. I do everything through Kartra. My email autoresponder, this went out through Kartra. Here's what I put in the email. Congratulations, Christian. Our strategy call is confirmed. Here's a quick summary. Name, or event name, my name, the date on when we're talking, and this is in military time, so they can click that and go straight to a military time converter, and then boom, there is the link for my Zoom. So that's the same link that is over here. So I don't really use the meeting ID, I just use the link. Right when they click on it, boom, click link at scheduled time. They click on it, I'm on Zoom, they're on Zoom, I'm on screen share, they're seeing my screen, I'm visually showing them exactly what I'm going to be doing for them, I'm visually showing them exactly what's missing from their social media, and boom, right here on Zoom, I'm closing them, taking them for the credit card, and onboarding them as a new social media client. So this is the email that the client will receive, and I could write anything I want right here, right? But I wanted to keep it simple and just include, you know, basic info. And then as me being the scheduler, I'm the one, you know, scheduling the appointment for them. I receive an email right here. This one says a lead has filled in an opt-in form. So they filled in that specific opt-in form for the actual call. So I get that email, and then I also get the email of a new booking. So bam, I'll get that notification right away as well via email, letting me know that Christian Love just scheduled an appointment. Not only did she fill out a form, but she also scheduled an appointment. So that is super powerful, you guys. That is how I've been scheduling my appointments since 2016 till this day. And here's another thing too. I don't use the video. This is how I'm presenting to my prospects. So I am not on video. I am simply blocking the video out. Now, sometimes they're on video. I let them know. I say, hey, it's not a video call. It's just a voice call, but I do use Zoom so I can visually share my screen and show you exactly how I'm going to be able to bring you value. Because for whatever reason, I don't know. It's just, I don't know what to call it. I just felt that it was much more powerful for them to just hear my voice and not see my face. For whatever reason, I just felt that, and I knew that, and it has been an insanely successful approach for me. Some of you guys may want to be on the actual call with your prospect. They see you, you see them, totally fine. You guys could do it that way too, but I do it without the video. And I've been doing that since 2016, man. Taking the credit card right here on Zoom. I'll turn off the video and I'll say, okay, great, Stacy. what card can I use to place that ad with? Visa, MasterCard, or American Express? It's just my voice. You're not seeing my face. It's just my voice, which is super, super powerful in my professional opinion. That's why telemarketing was always so powerful for me, because I found a way to sell with just my voice. And I use that same approach and that same strategy when it comes to Zoom. Even though I can use video, I block it out. Now, again, if they're on video, here's another thing. They'll be on video. If they jump on and their camera's on, they're on video. I'll say, hey, man, I can't even see you. And I know I'm a little lying right there, but whatever. It is what it is. I'll let them know. I'll say, hey, man, you know what? To tell you the truth, you could probably see yourself. I cannot see you. All we should be able to see right now is my screen that I'm sharing. That way they're not uncomfortable, because sometimes they'll jump on and they had no idea it was going to be a webinar. They had no idea you're going to be able to see them. So just to make them feel more comfortable, I let them know. I say, hey, man, I can't even see you. Don't even worry about it. You shouldn't be able to see me either. You should be able to just see my screen and my screen only. And then they're like, okay, cool, no big deal. And even if they're on webcam, it's no big deal, man. They're not doing anything crazy, right? So at least I haven't seen that yet, but I use my voice, you guys. I use Zoom. I use the Kartra calendar to schedule the appointment. I add the pixel on the thank you for scheduling page so I can segment that when I go run future ads, and I close deals. So hopefully that helped you guys. Set up your free account through zoom.us and start sharing your screen, man. It's a visual game that we're in. We need to show people what we're doing. Stop the talking. All right, guys, I'll see you guys on the next video. Over and out.